every time Toyota announces something new in their BZ lineup, I get a little curious because Toyota has this way of balancing practicality with innovation. And now with the 2026 Toyota BZ, formerly known as the BZ4X, we're seeing some really interesting changes that might make this EV finally hit that sweet spot for a lot more drivers. If you've been holding out on making the jump to electric, this might be the moment you've been waiting for. Let's start with what everyone loves to talk about first: design. The BZ was always a futuristic-looking SUV, but the 2026 model feels more refined and confident. The front end has sharper LED headlights, a cleaner grille area that reminds you this is an EV, and some really subtle aerodynamic tweaks that give it a sportier stance. From the side profile, it keeps those sleek, flowing lines, but Toyota's added some new wheel designs and bolder trim accents. It just looks more grown up now, less concept car, more like something you'd actually be proud to have parked in your driveway. Of course, what's really going to grab headlines is the range and charging updates. Toyota has officially boosted the range up to around 314 miles on a single charge, which is a solid leap over where the BZ4X started. That puts it right in line with rivals like Tesla's Model Y and Hyundai's Ioniq 5. But here's the even bigger news. Toyota is adopting NACS, the North American charging standard. That means you'll have access to Tesla's supercharger network, and that's huge. No more hunting around for compatible stations. You'll be able to tap into the biggest, fastest, and most reliable charging network in North America. That one move alone is going to make ownership so much easier and more appealing for a lot of people. Now, I know some folks still want that feeling of security that comes with a hybrid option, and Toyota hasn't forgotten about that. While the main BZ is still an all-electric model, Toyota is experimenting with a hybrid assist variant for certain markets. It's not a full gas backup like a traditional hybrid, but it gives just enough added range and efficiency to ease that transition for people who might not be ready to go fully electric. Think of it as Toyota's way of holding your hand while you move into the EV world. Another area Toyota's improved is capability. The BZ has always been marketed as an everyday SUV, but now they've given it more off-road chops. With an updated all-wheel drive system and better traction control, the 2026 BZ feels more prepared for weekend getaways. We're not talking hardcore rock crawling like a Jeep Wrangler, but dirt trails, snow, gravel roads. It can handle all of that with confidence. Toyota even tweaked the suspension to give you a smoother ride while still keeping things firm enough for stability. For families who like a little adventure but still want comfort on the daily commute, that's a win. Step inside and you'll notice Toyota really listened to feedback. The interior has a more premium feel now, with higher quality materials, a simplified dashboard layout, and an updated infotainment system that's way more responsive. The massive central touchscreen is still there, but the software has been cleaned up so it doesn't feel overwhelming. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto come standard, of course, and Toyota's adding more voice control options so you can keep your hands on the wheel. The seating has also been improved, with more lumbar support and better cushioning, which is great news for long road trips. And for those who want a little luxury, there's an optional panoramic roof and upgraded sound system that really makes the cabin feel special. Now, let's talk price, because this is where Toyota is being really aggressive. The 2026 BZ comes with price cuts compared to the outgoing model, which is kind of surprising when you think about all the improvements. Toyota clearly wants this to be competitive, and they're willing to cut into their margins a bit to make that happen. Depending on the trim you go for, you're looking at something in the mid-$40,000 range to start, and fully loaded versions that still stay under $55,000. Considering the extra range, the new tech, and that Tesla charging compatibility, That's a pretty strong value compared to other EVs in the segment. When you stack all of this up against the earlier BZ4X, the differences are clear. The original felt like Toyota testing the waters, like a cautious first step into EVs. But this new 2026 version feels confident. It's more refined, more capable, more competitive, and honestly, more exciting. Toyota has been a little late to the EV game compared to Tesla, Ford, and Hyundai, but they've used that time to learn and refine. And now, they're bringing something to the table that feels truly ready for the mainstream. So, is the 2026 Toyota BZ the EV that finally makes you want to ditch gas for good? If you've been waiting for better range, easier charging, more comfort, and a price tag that doesn't make you wince, this might be the one. Toyota has always had a knack for knowing when the timing is right, and this feels like a bold, but carefully planned move. I'll tell you what, I'm excited to see more of these on the road, and I think a lot of people are going to be pleasantly surprised by just how much Toyota has stepped up their game with this one.